In today's show, we're taking a look from McFarlane Toys, DC Multiverse, Batman Artist Series, also known as the Dark Knight Jokerized. Stay tuned. All right, guys, welcome back to the show. Welcome back to R.P.Animations. I am your host. This is Red, and we are taking a look at the McFarlane's series, Jokerized series, gold labeled, or the Artist series. And guys, before I begin, just want to give out some little shout outs out there. Congratulations to Toy Gains for reaching 1,000 subscribers. We all know how hard it is, those of us who are grinding here, small channels grinding. And it's always good to show love. Want to also give a big shout out to the Big Llama Show. I actually know the Big Llama from years ago. I'm glad that he's passionately doing what he loves. And definitely, guys, if you get an opportunity, show these guys some love. Let them know. If you go out there, let them know Red sent you. With that said, let's jump into what we've got here today. When McFarlane announced that he was taking some of these figures and repainting them into Joker, I really wasn't feeling it. I didn't get any of them. And it just so happened that, my official toy hunter, Pedro, was in Target, saw this guy. I actually want the Jokerized, if that makes any sense, only because I like the black trench coat and it reminds me of Arkham Origins Joker. That kind of the way he dresses in that video game, I just love the way the Joker looks there, and I always try to make my Jokers, or I gravitate them to look that way. It looks more like a serial killer. When he showed me he got this, I was up, and then he said, yeah, just get it, try it. And then as I got it and I looked at the box, I thought this series would be a little stupid, but getting it out of the box and looking at it, this does have potential. Just like the whole entire Dark Knight series, well-articulated figures, well-articulated everything. But we've seen this before. It's the same body. It's just repainted to look like Joker. So it's nothing new that we have not seen. So the housekeeping is going to be on the fly. We got the typical stand. We know it. Again, extra hands McFarlane, not this. But again, this is what we're getting. We got the trading card, which is the same card, but it just says ha 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 on it. Again, if you don't know Bruce Wayne's story, then you need to stop collecting. You can go ahead and look at this one. All the card has is the green paint from the Joker. And talking about the Joker, it does remind me, and I think there's a story, and I really wish I had the time to look for it. So if you guys can get a moment and tell me why in Batman versus Superman, the Batman suit has the Joker was here. Did he break into the cave? Share that with me, guys. I'm not familiar, and I just love the engagement. So we've got the Bane pants, which is the purple pants that the Joker wears. So we know that the Bane, and it's got the word haha on it as well, which is not on his body, but we'll look at that now. And last but not least, guys, and I know I'm going on the fly, but it's a little ridiculous. I don't like this yellow that he gave us. It looks very Fisher Price. I would have liked it if McFarlane would have gave it the gold one, the gold pieces, but with hints of green. Kind of like, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to paint these gold like they are just to stick to the original, or I might just paint these green like if Joker dipped them into a kryptonite paint against Superman. So let's focus on the Dark Knight. Let's bring him in, because as I was looking at the figure, notice that, see, when you're holding the figure, right, when you're looking at it in person, you don't see the outlines of the cowl like you see here on camera or on the film. Believe it or not, when you're holding in hand, you feel like it's an entire face that's on it, like a different sculpt. But you see here in the mouth, in person, you don't see that when you're holding it in person. Let me look. I'm going to remove it from the camera real quickly so I can look at it. I just noticed it now in the viewfinder, and the entire morning that I'm looking at the figure, I was looking for that outline, and sure enough, I see it here on the camera. I want to make sure that I am focused on it. And just look at that. I thought that it was more like a Heath Ledger face on it, but no, it's the mask just painted by the Joker. But I love the mouth. I love everything that they did. And here's where it's a little different. And guys, few complaints out of me. When I took them out of the box and I started messing with the articulation, this arm right here fell off. I'm not trying to make it fall off, but what I did was I heated it up really, really hot with a blow dryer, plugged it back in, and then I put him in the refrigerator so the plastic can cool off quickly and seal on the joint. But look at the face, look at that. And as I was messing around with this thing just grew on me. I love it. Joker broke into the cave, if that's what happened, and just messed around with it and took the suit, made everything purple. And it's just great. I thought it was going to be stupid. This is silly. But here's where I want to hint on what I said in my Dark Knight video. Here's where we can take a look at what Nolan said about the suit. See how it looks more robotic? That's why Nolan prefers the Batman Begins suit over this one. He says the Batman Begins suit had a more primal, cat-like look to it. In Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises, obviously Bruce wants to be able to turn his head, be able to be more flexible to move. He wanted the spacing, so they made, he had Fox redesign this and make it look more robotic. And look at that. You see that there? Not sure if you guys, am I focused in? And again, guys, let me know in the comments if I'm doing a good job when I'm focusing in, or if you guys can see it. I'm just using the viewfinder on my phone. You guys know that this entire show is done completely on my iPhone, even editing and everything else. I do not export anything to my computer. Never have one entire video exported and edited there. I've done everything on my phone. If you want to know and you have an iPhone, it's called iMovie. You don't need anything else if your show is just as simple as this show can be. And the details that we couldn't see on the black suit, this is more of a light gray suit, which is something I said about the Page Puncher's Injustice Batman gray suit, that it almost gave me the impression of a Dark Knight suit on it. Love the green. This thing actually grew on me, and you guys know how I feel about the cape. I love a static cape. It's a little bit swaying, but not that much. I just prefer a static cape. You can do more with that on it. And I'm planning on doing the Page Puncher's Superman, which kind of looks like Brandon Roth, if I'm saying his name correctly. And that one I know has a suede Superman cape, which I'll probably end up replacing later on with a cloth one. But overall, this just looks really, really good. I like it. This grew on me, this whole purple thing. I mean, there's not really much, guys. We know what the articulation is. I've done a video on the Dark Knight, but this is more of the aesthetics of looking at it, so you can see it. Let me, I know I keep messing around with the focus, but I just wanted to show you guys in details, in that 4K vibe. I don't know. Tell me what you guys think. I know I'm not touching the articulation because I did that already in the other video. There's nothing new. This is more about addressing. Sorry about that. My light is messing up. Got to get new lighting in here in the studio. Guys, let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know on there if you're going to add something like this, if you're going to bother building this, or is this just going to be fodder? This is probably going to be fodder unless I actually like what the Scarecrow is going to look like and Harvey Dent. Now, what is sad about all this is that the Dark Knight is sold out everywhere. Mind you, people really weren't too happy with the Batterson suit. People wanted this. And people like me, I bought only 2 Dark Knights. I should have bought a little bit more so I could customize. But it is what it is. But I am not paying $70 to scalpers just so I can get a Dark Knight. I am hoping that McFarlane turns on the printing presses again and starts pumping out some Dark Knight. But if not, You can get this and just remove the head, paint the body, and you have another Dark Knight, or if you're going to customize it. But with that said, guys, there's no articulation. We've seen it before. However, you can definitely see better than in the dark one how McFarlane sculpted in the joint to look like the boot. So you do get that movement there, up and down, the toe articulation. Again, guys, we've seen this before, so please, nobody should be offended on this video because I didn't do an articulation scene. This is more of the aesthetics. So let me know what you guys think in today's show. Tell me your thoughts. Are you collecting? Are you one of those collecting these Joker repaints? And tell me why. Tell me why you like it. Definitely, this grew on me. And maybe because it's the Dark Knight and you guys know how I feel about it, but I definitely love it. I like the figure. I like what it looks like. Let me know in the comments below. Share with me. So with that said, guys, please, if you like today's video, hit the like, hit the bell, and subscribe. So me and Heath or Christian, we're done with this repaint and we are